4. You can probably do 5/7. Why does 5/7 work better there?
Because like a low.
Wouldn't you say that D is D part of the 5/7 chord? Technically it is. So
But we're playing it already, so
and then the next measure, you wrote 4. You're right. Do you know what the notes are of the 5/7 in total?
B, D, F, and G.
Right, and so I see the F here and I see a D there. So that's why I was thinking over, it's like most of it is. Any questions?
No.
Can we move on? Turn the page.
Is there anything special, like instead of just doing chords?
Yes, a waltz bass, good question. Yep, so add a waltz bass there, and you'll get that extra point.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember?
Sure. And the same goes for that. You can do broken chords, but we'll talk more about that once you get more comfortable with black chords. That or you can just do. Oh, the wrong key. 1 and 2. It's in the key of D, G major. So go 1, 2. No, it's 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay, Skater's Waltz. Actually, it's actually a pretty, I think you may have heard that this is the easy one.
Yeah.
It depends on how you play it, but I think if you start with your first finger on F sharp and open your hand to put the second finger there. C sharp. That's it. F sharp. Very good. That's exactly right. The left hand is going to use what kind of
Waltz.
Yeah, the waltz bass. And what key are we in?
D major.
Isn't that similar to the one that you played, the Italian song?
Yeah.
It's very similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the same same that you're gonna use for this. Try it. Just the left hand. A is so D major over A. That means like D major is the top note and it's over A. Yes. And A7, yeah. Yep. Yep. That little pattern repeats. So try it again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, could just play those two with one finger, couldn't you?
Yeah.
So play A. You literally could do that.
I think I have two, but
Okay, that's fine. You stick to that.
more control.
Do you know enough to practice this?
Yeah.
Okay, can I move on to the next thing? Second finger?
I'll practice it.
You know enough though?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Can you find well, just while I'm here, I'm just gonna introduce the glossary really quick. Glossary, page 64. Page 64. Let's just talk about this really quick. Glossary. Here's all of your cadence, authentic cadence, deceptive cadence, plagal cadence. You kind of want to know what those are and what they mean, and then also know the function of the leading tone. These are all things that can kind of be explained here and in the lesson. What is a lead sheet? That's important. Figure bass, Alberti bass, sequence, tenuto, just words, triplets. What is cone, senza, and dolce mean? Make sure you're aware of your romantic and know the composers. Be able to write an ascending major scale, or its ascending relative harmonic, or melodic as ascending and descending. Okay? So you have to be familiar with A major, F sharp minor,
E flat major, and
right?
C minor.
So these are relatives. They're relative keys. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Be able to write intervals. We might want to check those out because we have minor second, minor sixth, and minor seventh. Okay, these are all in lesson.
How can I remember these intervals?
Hmm?
What's a good way to remember the interval?
I have a really good way to. I don't have it with me, but the great way to I can. Well, I'm gonna write down right now. Okay. You need to remember the order of the intervals first. So it's like minor.
Major.
Oops. What am I doing? Here we go. Minor.
Minor second, minor third, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth.
There's a tritone. Do we have to worry about
perfect fourth, tritone, perfect fifth.
Mm-hmm.
And then like minor six, major, minor seven, major seven.
And then the octave.
Yeah.
That's good. Yes, you know it. The best way to you might need to learn how to draw a keyboard to help you.
Yeah, I know.
You know, draw a keyboard. Then that would be helpful. Okay. Label the chords of a major scale using Roman numerals like this. So like the one major
first, minor second, minor third, major fourth, major
five, 7. Yeah.
Minor six, minor
Diminished.
diminish.
Yeah.
The dot near.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Chord identification, and make sure you also label triad. You can label triads as 1, 4, or 5. Be able to identify the root inversion using figured bass. We will need to talk about this because this is kind of a new concept, I think. So make sure that you're familiar with this sequence of numbers, major and minor. It basically means like when you see a root position, when you see that inversion, and then that, what is the actual spelling? So this is actually a 5-3. They call this
5-3 is like a root.
Yeah, 5-3 is the root because you have the third and the fifth.
And 6 or 6-3 is
Mhm.
first in root.
Because you got the 6 up there, and then the third, and then 6-4 is obviously 6.
Second.
So let's look at C major. So C major, obviously a third and a fifth. Go to the next one. There's a third and a sixth, and then there's a fourth and a sixth.
And it repeats.
It repeats. That's for all of your triads. Okay. Key signatures and relative minor key. So like the one we saw,
Yeah.
3 flats, C minor and E flat.
major.
Very good. Music composers from the Romantic and 21st century. match terms, again, the glossary will help you with that, and then doing a score analysis, being able to be familiar with terms and signs.
So like the sonatina.
Like defining, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like this one?
Yep. What is the meaning of the title? Like, what is a sonatina? Exactly. Any questions about that?
No.
Enough to move on?
Yeah.
Okay, aural skills. Let's flip to the,
How about transposition?
oh yeah, transposition. That's what I want. You're right, thank you. Look in the, can you look in the context and find the one that says transposition? It should be bold. Okay, so page 13 is one, and then what's the other? There's one in 19.
19, 22.
Okay.
So 13?
You can transpose this, and this would be qualify for.
So I can transpose in the G and F major?
Mm-hmm. So
Oh no, I have to do it into D major and then I can do another one.
transpose any 12 measures of literature from the AIM syllabus level 4 and above. Prepare and advance in any 2 keys other than the original. Bring the music to the exam. If you bring your entire workbook, you can use this.
So
Copies not accepted.
I can do this, D, and another.
Mm-hmm. But let's look at the other ones too, okay? So that's one. One option is page 14. This
This
is
is 22. Or this one.
this one.
I have to do an E minor. Okay.
Yeah, and this one has a little bit darker sound. And I think it technically looks.
Is there one on 19?
Yeah, take a look. Oh, that's it. So,
trying the same thing.
so this minuet excerpt. So you could do this one. You want me? So I'll write those down. What were the pages?
23 and
Page 23,
14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions about that? Okay. Aural skills. Be able to identify. You know what aural means, right?
Yeah.
Natural minor, harmonic minor, and melodic minor. Okay? You know what the difference is,
Yeah.
right? What is
Natural is like no raised 7.
correct? Well, what is the raised 7th one then?
Harmonic.
That's right.
Melodic is raised 7.
6th.
6 and 7 going up, and when coming down they're natural.
That's exactly right. Very good, John. Okay. So, easy enough. We can work on that later, but you can practice those scales now. Interval identification is something I think I'll need to help you out with. Okay, the best way for me to explain this is we have to come up with a set of songs. So major 2, major 3,
Minor 3.
minor 3,
Perfect 4.
4, perfect 5th,
Major 6.
major 6,
Major 7.
running out of room, and
Perfect 8.
the 8. Okay, so this one is definitely the birthday song. Can you sing Happy Birthday?
Happy birthday.
Yeah, right. Good. The next one is Do Re Mi. I usually just either sing Do a dear or Do Re Mi. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Minor 3 is the Brahms lullaby. 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 Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little baby. Does that make sense? Perfect. 4th, you know what that is? Here Comes the Bride. Star Wars? That make sense? Star Wars?
Could you specify? Because when I first think of it, I think the Imperial March.
So
The intro theme?
yeah, this is the theme. And then major sixth. Have you ever heard the song? Goes like Lavender's Blue. You never heard that?
No.
Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. If you can remember that part of Twinkle Twinkle, you'll be fine. Twinkle, 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 little, twinkle on little. Does that make sense? Major seventh. Just nasty.
It sounds strange.
Strange. It's actually the leading tone, so I'll just write leading tone. It's like one step before the octave. Can I put leading tone?
Yeah.
Leading tone. And then octave, I use the rainbow song. Somewhere over. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So be able to do all those songs, and that'll cover all of your intervals. Make sense? Okay. We also need to get really familiar with this chord progression so that you can hear it more clearly. 1, 6. Oh, 1, 6. That was supposed to be a 6. 1, 6. 4, 5, 7, 1. Try that. No, the 6. How do we do the 6? We just raise the thumb. And then the 4. I just want you to get really familiar with that so that when I play it, you'll know exactly what it is. Do you need a pencil? Yeah, good. Dictation is a short melody in G major. So some examples of what you're going to get. Here. So you can find examples on page 59. Let's take a look. We're looking for a short melody in G major with those intervals.
Playback.
Yeah, no dictation.
Oh.
So when I look at this, I see something like this.
So I listen to it and then write it down.
So this is all dictation, yeah. Dictation. What's the top one? Dictation. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know that one. This is a tough one. The dictation gets pretty hard. There you go. So how do you get good at that? I think I suggested a website before. Teoria. Yeah. So I'm just gonna write that down. Is it .com or .org?
I could just figure it out.
You figure it out. Any questions? Did we cover it all?
Chord quality identification.
Oh, yeah, we missed that one. You're right. Major, minor, diminished, and augmented. Augmented is a plus 5. This is like not plus a sharp 5. Diminished is a flat 5. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can hear it.
So diminished is like more minor sounding? Or
Evil, yeah. And augmented is like train horn. I hear like a very like open sounding. Okay?
Okay.
Did we cover it all? How'd we do?
Yeah.
You feel like you have a better plan? Do you want me to put a 3-hole punch?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. All right. We're gonna stop the recording.